To meet a very, very game lady indeed.
Hello. Irene here suffers from a very little-known disease called Johnson's syndrome.
I first realised I had it about 5 years ago. And obviously, recently, it's been impossible for me to live at home.
It's okay. Carry on.
It leaves me very tired all the time and in constant need of care.
Which is why here at Paddington they've actually set up this special intensive care unit.
But intensive care is very expensive. Johnson's syndrome is debilitating and...
Highly infectious.
And highly infectious. Figures.
Okay, well, I'll try and do what I can.
It's impossible for me to operate if I haven't got the right figures.
One way or the other.
You promised me that I could have those figures.
Well, as it seems to
I
me
need
that the
them,
whole
and I need them now.
All right, here they are.
Well, I see they've added another section to the Sunday Times. That's one of the main problems I really with the main asset value of the company tied up with property. I mean, the whole notion that the interest rates are going to remain static is...
I want a white plate! No, not this white plate, that white plate!
I see, sir.
My plate!
Why don't you have this plate, sir?
No, I want a white plate!
This is exactly identical to his plate, sir. It is the same in every regard. It is... I think sir is in danger of forfeiting his din-dins altogether. That's made both of you very happy. May I suggest that you either eat off these white plates, or there'll be no lunch at all?
So you think the trade figures are going to remain static, yeah?
Yes, although I don't think you'll make a move, even if they did change, to be quite honest.
But there's a lot riding on the whole credit squeeze altogether.
Is there something wrong, sir?
The sauce!
Is the sauce too hot, sir? Too cold? What is the matter with the sauce, sir?
You put it on the top of the meat!
You don't want the sauce on top of your steak, sir. Look, sir, I'll scrape it off and put it on the side.
I want some more!
No.
You put it on the peas now!
Right. Either you eat everything that is in front of you, or there will be no pudding for anyone.
I don't want it.
No pudding whatsoever.
On the chips.
There'll be no creme brulee armagnac aux framboises for either of you.
Well, I don't think they're going to beat inflation anyway. Not while the dollar is still strengthening.
So you're not going to have a share issue at Malacare, then?
What about you at Cowngate? The Lancashire mining town of Hattersfield, population 7,000. Terry Chipper is 35. He has been unemployed for 43 years and has to survive on 3 old pence a week.
It's the time. It hangs heavy on you, you know. Sometimes it hardly seems worth getting out of bed in the morning. There's nothing to do.
You spend all day hanging around the house, getting in the wife's way. Just the two of us. And the 37 children, of course.
Well, you do what you can, you know. You fill in job application forms and take them down to Job Centre, but there was only one job available last month. That was as an application form sorted down at the job centre. Had £7 applications and they gave it to a southerner.
Things are different in Upper Flymo in Buckinghamshire. The grass is definitely greener for those in the prosperous south. Daisy has been a fully employed cow all her life. She owns her own field, and her take-home pay is £30,000 a year plus overtime and use her company car. She takes regular holidays in the Algarve.
Thank
Daisy and Terry have agreed to take part in an experiment. For the next 2 weeks, they are going to swap places. The Chippers are frankly surprised by the quality of life as led by an average southern cow.
Look at that! It's a shed!
It's lovely.
Aye! It's a bit of all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that grass and all. They're not short of a bit of space, are they?
Meanwhile, back in Hattersfield, Daisy was not finding it easy. After quadruped's life in prosperous Buckinghamshire, the cramped Chipper environment was proving difficult to adjust to. And Terry...
Well, I'm nervous, you know, but I'm just pleased to be back doing something. Good luck, man.
It feels right odd, this southern work. Takes quite a bit of getting used to.
Think of the thousands of my mates back in Hattersfield would give their eye. Teeth! To be doing what I'm doing now.
Down at the non-working men's club, our southerner is discovering the reality of life on the scrap heap. In a rash moment, Daisy blows her entire year's benefit on a gallon of Mackerson.
Well, I think the worst thing is having to go back again after 2 weeks is over. There's no doubt it's better down here. No doubt. I mean, we had a spot of bother when after us and kids were taken away to Knacker's yard, but we can't. We did. I feel I'm as good as these lassies. I do. You know, I mean, I can chew the cud. I can scratch me back on a thorn bush. I can lie down in a cow pad. And it's better than doing naught, isn't it?
Are you all right?
I think I'm in love.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah? What are the symptoms?
Oh, I find myself sitting, staring into space for hours on end. I can't concentrate on anything, you know.
Yeah, but what are the symptoms of being in love? I mean, you're like that all the time, aren't you?
No, I mean, you know what it's like. You know what it's like. You get the old hot and cold flushes and, you know, your heart skips a beat and, you know, the fluttering feeling inside your stomach. It's, you know, well, you have to go through it.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
When was the last time?
Oh, when I worked down the slaughterhouse. Yeah, I dropped a cattle prod down my Wellington boot. You know, give me a shot. I was all hot and flushy.
Yeah, well, you went.
Like
I'm talking about love. I'm talking about love, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you could see her.
Yeah.
She's such a beautiful young thing. She's,
she?
oh,
How do you mean young?
well, she's 17.
17?
Yeah, well, she looks 17. I mean, you can't tell these days, can you, to be quite honest? I mean, she could be 36.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. When I hear her name, mate, it's like 1,000 violins shimmering across the clear blue waters of the Aegean.
Yeah. And what is her name?
Tony.
It's a bloke's name, isn't it?
No, Tony, it's an abbreviation. It's Tony for short.
Oh, what is it for long, then?
Anthony. There's music to my ears, her name.
Yeah.
Tony, 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 Tony.
Yeah.
I've got it bad, haven't I?
You've got it terrible by the sound of it, yeah.
But you do soppy things when you're in love.
Yeah,
don't you? You know, walking in the rain
That's right,
and wishing on a star.
Yeah, throwing a cat in the canal.
Yeah.
Well, that was a soppy thing. Well, it was when we dragged it out, anyway, yeah.
Do you know what I found? You know what I found myself doing the other day?
What is that?
I found myself writing a poem.
A poem?
I did.
You did.
I did.
Go on, yeah. Come on, how'd it go then?
No, I can't.
Come on. How'd it go? Yeah, how'd it go?
All right then, okay.
Yeah.
There was an old man of Darjeeling whose todger strapped up to the ceiling. It said on the door, don't spit on the floor, so he carefully spat on my Tony.
Well, you've got it bad, there's no doubt about that. I mean, tell me, are you thinking of tying the knot?
Well, I don't think it's because we might want babies later, so no, I'm not going to do that.
No, but I mean, you are going to get married then.
Oh, I think all in due course, but you see, at the moment, we've both been through very stressful very traumatic periods. I mean, I've been through the divorce with Sharon.
That's right.
You know, getting custody of your kids and everything.
Yeah.
And
what about Tony?
well, she's been taking her GCSEs, so
Yeah.
it's.
She's 16, isn't she? Yeah. I mean, far be it for me to say.
What?
I mean, it is none of my business.
Well, what?
But what's she like in bed?
Well, can I describe the sun, the moon, and the stars all rolled into one?
I doubt it. I mean, you've got to think, you see. I mean, listen, can I speak to you as one intelligent human being to another?
Well, you can give it a whirl, yeah.
I mean, you know, what was it? Only 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you was head over heels in love with that trampoline artist, weren't you?
Well, so?
Yeah. Well, are you sure this is not just happening on the rebound?
No, I'm in love. I'm in love with her.
Well, you've got to see it from her point of view. I mean, you're old enough to be her old man, aren't you? I mean,
What are you trying to say?
Look at it. You know, she's 17, right? She's
Yeah.
she's an impressionable young girl,
Yeah.
right? She's not known. She doesn't know what's going on in the world.
Right.
Right. And along comes an older, cleverer, more mature, sophisticated man and turns her head.
Well, so?
Well, it could happen. Yes, during the last post office strike, it is our contention that the British public were behind us 100%. Well, we didn't get one letter of complaint.
Scotch on the rocks, please. Thank you very much.
And if you've got any comments on that, we'd like to hear from you here on Wildlife World. But now, it's time to link up once more with Andrew, who's out there deep in the heart of darkest Wiltshire. Are you there, Andy?
That I am, Jim. Back for another live session with our old friend, the badger. And I've been joined today by a local badger expert and a bit of a country character, Ben Truckle. Ben, yes.
Oh, God, those midges aren't too particular.
There you are. What are you doing down there? We're lying on the floor of the copse here, and there's a wonderful smell of wood mulch all around.
Smells like squirrel's piss to me. You mentioned nothing about wearing a toy. I thought we was on radio.
At the moment, through the dusk light, we are looking down into a kind of hollow which contains the badger's set.
Badgers.
Yes. What?
Gassed a lot of them, I say. Nasty vermin.
Right. Yeah, and is that a chaffinch, Ben? Well, I think it is. And over there on the left, there's a beautiful haze of bluebells underneath the trees.
It's a crocodile. Not a chaffinch, it's a crocodile. It is.
As I was saying, there's a beautiful haze of bluebells underneath the trees.
I was only kidding.
Which is probably why they call it bluebell wood.
No, they don't.
But getting back to the badgers,
They call it crocodile wood.
it's very rare to see a badger during the daylight hours.
There's one. There's one over there.
What?
Look, a badger. That's a big one and all.
Well, I don't see it.
Look over there by that tree. Must be about, 6 foot tall.
What?
Oh, no. Oh, no, he's on his hind legs. You know what that means, don't you?
No, I don't.
It means he's going to attack. Yes, sir. Here he comes.
Oh, dear.
Boom. Boom. Blimey, yes, he is a big one, all right. Boom. 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 Oh, no, I think he's seen us. Boom. Boom. He's seen us. Oh, my God. You better run away and hide while you can. Boom. You have to tackle me, Mr. Badger. Boom.
I think he's going away now.
Hey.
Ben. Ben. Well, our guest, Ben Truckle, seems to have been attacked and killed by a giant badger. Away now. Oh, there we are, Ben. We thought we'd lost you, Ben.
Oh, I was only pretending. Oh, my God, no.
What is it?
Oh, it's all right. It's just another crocodile, thank God.
Good.
Well?
Well, we think it may be drug-related, sir.
One of the most encouraging things about this series has been the number of viewers' letters that we've been receiving.
Yes, it's certainly encouraging to know that at least some of our audience can write.
Indeed it is,
Really,
yeah.
one way or another. There's a fantastic letter here, which I've got from Mr. Simmons, or perhaps I should say Sergeant Simmons, who says, Dear Mel, something hilarious happened to me. We were meant to be going on TA manoeuvres to Catterick in Yorkshire, but instead we went to Kettering in the Midlands by mistake. I think you should put this in one of your skits.
Yes. Yes. Well, unfortunately, we're chock-a-block with hilarious material for this series, but we'll happily pass it on to John Sessions, who I'm sure will be able to weave half an hour's worth of comic magic out of that idea. Anyway, this is one I actually like very, very much indeed. It's from Mike Lance in Brighton. To Mel and Griff. Me and my mates have been laughing so much at your shows that now my dad makes us watch it in the garage. Well, I must say that it's very nice.
That's garage, isn't it?
Sorry, what?
It's not garage, it's garage.
Well, how do you know what the kid speaks like?
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter what he speaks like. I mean, the word is garage, not garage.
Well, I say garage.
Yes, I know you do. You're wrong.
Says who?
Says who? Oh, yes. Oh, no. Come along. Give us an old blast on your old scissor, I should come. Pardon? No, I think I can manage to get the garage in the carriage.
Are you implying that I speak like that?
Yes. Well, it's not a million miles away, is it?
What? Are you saying that I speak badly?
No. It's only certain words.
Which words?
The words you speak. And some of the words you don't speak as well.
So I speak Chiswick.
Yes, you speak Chiswick Common.
Oh. You speak Epping Forest, presumably.
No, I speak a received standard pronunciation.
Oh, I see. Received standard pronunciation. So you're saying that you're right and I'm wrong, yes?
No, terrific.
Terrific.
Mel, don't get upset about it. I wouldn't worry about it. You're no different from millions of people in this country who can't speak their own language properly.
Like whom?
Well, like Northerners.
Northerners? What?
Yeah.
What? All Northerners?
Yes, all Northerners, yeah.
Well, I like the way Northerners speak, as it happens.
Oh, as it happens, very often, really.
I do. I like the way Northerners speak. Eop, father of run your bath. I love that. No, it's lovely.
It's charming and completely wrong.
Well, we're looking forward to South Yorkshire now, I must say.
Look, come on. Mel, would you like me to teach you how to speak properly?
Would you?
Yes, I will. Look, because I have to have a few marbles in my pocket here.
Oh, isn't that funny? And there was me thinking you'd lost them.
So, now, you just stick a few of those in your mouth. Go on, now, right, okay, you've got them there. Right, okay. Now say, how now, brown cow.
Frau. I can't do it. Would you mind showing me how to do it?
Just put a few in, like
yeah, just like this. I see the way it works. Yeah, no, there's because you've got quite a big mouth. Perfect. You know, I could listen to him like that all night.
Cueva, Pico, Kilikwa. Melo, Quartis, Hoi, Tala, Sturka, quella attacca le BBC. Qua. Sturka, Yit, Quanto Pigato, Stinga, Messagina, Bottle, ma che giugala che qua. Che la cau, stari che ho ito, quanto chidaso, che ti ho buccio banson. Tutti che la tuffa. Un cariare a what? La coda è vedata in burruco che hai stato. Quante cau, di qua, una razza, il mare, guarda.
So they wanted to redecorate, of course, and I said, well, I must have some plants. I like plants. I want to be tropical, you know, the greenery is very relaxing. My goodness, the work, the work. I mean, look at that thing over there. I mean, that is supposed to be a 6-foot rubber plant. It's tiny, isn't it? It's an embarrassment, isn't it? I mean, it's not even as if it's very cold in here, is it? What the average female is supposed to think when she comes face to face with that miserable specimen. Or she can put humus on it. You can cover it with wet peat. Well, you know, get yourself a decent-sized plastic job.
A plastic one? You mean one that straps on with batteries?
No, I don't think the batteries, no. I mean, just an ordinary, full-sized plastic rubber plant.
Rubber plant? Oh. Plant. I thought you were talking about something else, sorry.
By the way, your cock's on the small side, isn't it?
Olympus, luxurious home of ancient Greece's first family, the gods. Starring Morgan Bottoms as Aphrodite, goddess of love and lover of gods. Patrick Mahogany as Minos, king of Crete. The producer's children as Hephaestus and Hebe, and the producer's chiropodist as the children's nurse. Meryl Catty as Hera, troubled queen of Olympus, and Charlton Wigg as her husband Zeus, in all his many forms.
Oh, Zeus, you are my kind of god.
Aphrodite, as goddess of love, you no doubt realize my wife Hera must never get to know
Zeus, I just hope you can explain everything.
Of course I can. I'm a god.
Mommy!
Not now, children. Your mummy's drunk. Go to your nurse, Persephone.
Come on, Hephaestus. Come on, Hebe. Let's leave the grown-ups to their adultery.
Thank you, Debbie. Send him in. Minos. Glad you could make it. A drink? You know Aphrodite, the goddess of love?
Great Zeus. I came from Crete as soon as I could. No thanks. Hello, Aphrodite.
Aphrodite has some disturbing news for you.
As you know, your wife is expecting a child.
Go on.
According to the oracle, you are not the father.
If I am not the father, then who is?
Apparently, the father is a bull.
Oh. Zeus! This wasn't you in one of your many shapes.
No, just a regular bull.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
It must have happened that night after the olive oil baron's ball.
Minos, you should know that there is a risk of a hereditary condition being passed on to the child.
Why, Mrs. Youth, what a pleasant surprise.
Aphrodite, love goddess you may be, but do I have to remind you that you are a guest here in Olympus? So keep your hands off my husband Zeus in future.
My future is in the lap of the gods.
Why, you little tramp! Ow! Oh!
You're a mess, Hera. You can't blame your husband for playing around. After all, he's in great shape. In fact, several great shapes.
Listen to me, Aphrodite, and listen to me good. Your lies are not about to destroy my marriage.
Why not tonight, Zeus?
Education. Who should teach our children? What should they teach? Should teachers earn more? Should they work harder? Should they wear those little leather patches on their elbows? What do we think?
I've been a teacher, as you probably know.
Yes, we probably do.
For 5 years, I taught children in a deprived area.
Yes, well, they would be deprived if you were teaching them, darling.
Look, I do take offence at that. I do.
It's all right.
No, I really
I'm sure he was
Very
only
easy
just
to
joking.
sit there and actually say,
I hear what you're saying, darling, because you're screeching at me again. What I'm saying is that teachers are to blame. They're not stretching the kids enough.
I know, but you can't put little children on the rack.
Well, why on earth not? It never did me any harm. I mean, when I was a skunk at Bishop Fetters, I was regularly tortured by the people.
I'm sorry, but this is exactly what you'd expect from somebody who's been in one of these elitist public schools, where you have servants running around after you.
Fags, you mean?
Fags, that's right, fags. I think at my school, a fag was something you had behind the bicycle shed.
Yes, that was true at my school as well, yeah.
this government wants to create a nation of automatons.
Oh, shut
Please, can I interrupt there? 'Cause I think this is very interesting. So carry on.
Go on,
Look, shut up. I went to the University of Life.
Did you? I applied to the University of Life. They never wrote back.
No, there are kids now coming out of the University at Telford with honours degrees in finger painting. And I'll tell you my reasons why there is all this sex education.
That's absolutely
Now, what is it all about?
Well, evidently, the man puts his thingy inside the lady.
I know that.
Yes, but without it, how are we going to understand the plight of the single gay couple living in a high-rise flat in Hackney?
Who cares?
But I mean, is it really necessary to teach our children that homosexuality is a good thing? Surely they can find it out for themselves, can't they?
I'll tell you, I interviewed a young fellow in my lab the other day, right? And he didn't know that there was a B in the word doubt.
Oh, dear.
No, and he's been to Oxford University.
Is there a B in doubt?
Yes, there is.
Oh, whereabouts is that?
After the U.
Yes, but I mean, surely this is all down to Latin, isn't it?
Oh, yes, absolutely. There's no dubot about it. That's right.
It's all very well talking about dead languages like Latin. The reality is that the kids in our area are having to study Urdu.
I think that's so important.
Well, only if you're going to be an hairdresser.
Well, if I could just sum up then, I mean, what we feel basically is that we've learnt nothing from our teachers, that educational standards have, something amusing you, Martin?
What?
What, that silly grin on your face?
I wasn't grinning.
Come on now.
It wasn't me.
Sis and Jones had gone again. Wasn't it amusing what they did just then? They made us chuckle, ho ho ho, with the television show. They got us by our funny bones. Those comic pranksters, Smith and Jones. They did their skits with such aplomb. Where do they get their ideas from? Smith and Jones are no longer here. They're currently embarking on a new career. If you just joined us, you missed the show. Where were you half an hour ago? They made us happy, they made us grin. So viewers, if you've been tuning in,